Telatalk, Ep.6 Its.
You already know what it is. We here, boys.
We're back.
But better than ever. I'm out here with the extendo clip on my wiener. You already heard.
Pause.
You already know I popped 8 Viagra before this recording. So,
Alright, we're coming to you live from an undisclosed
location hideout in East Japan.
Alright, so over the weekend we had a lot of music drop. Well, not a lot of music. We had, 2 albums drop?
Yeah, but we had Match that dropped today.
Who dropped today?
Meek dropped today.
Oh yeah, Meek dropped today. Future dropped today.
Iggy
who?
Azalea.
Yeah, alright, pass on that.
Wow.
The main two that we're probably gonna touch on, since that shit just dropped and we're not listening to it, is gonna be the Scorpion album.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this for a minute. Though.
And
we got some theories.
And what else dropped this week? I feel like I'm forgetting an album to drop.
Nothing dropped on Scorpion Day.
I feel like something dropped this week.
What else would have dropped?
I don't know. I feel like I have something that's on here.
Oh, Dom Kennedy.
Dom drop. Yeah, Dom
Yeah,
drop. Shout out to OPM.
AKA Other People's Money. We don't know, now you know.
Yeah, I know I was bugging. I know something dropped.
I was looking right at that shit.
Alright, so let's get the fucking
so is
cat out
Kennedy
the bag.
The greatest rapper from the West Coast?
No, not even close. So Scorpion dropped. What do you think about Scorpion?
Alright, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna rate each side out of 10.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna give you an average score.
Out of 20 then. Since you're rating each side out of 10.
Alright, yeah, okay, let's do it like that. We'll just round down if we can round down.
Alright.
I mean, what's it called? We'll just simplify the fraction.
This nigga's an economics major, by the way.
Yeah, shout out in Germany, but now I'm in Japan in the hideout. Okay, so side A, we have hits and bangers like 8 out of 10, and Emotionless and Sandra's Rose. And that's
you're rating every song?
No. I'm just saying the ones I like.
Oh,
so I like that. How many songs are on side A? 11, 12?
12, I think.
Because
like, it's 25 tracks. I think it's 13 on the side B.
I like 4. And on side B, I like...
Me on the same page.
I like 3. So 7 out of 20. There you go. I give it a 7 out of 20.
Yeah, like the album, I felt like it was just. Well, the theory that I have is that he had to scrap the album and redo it.
And like that explains why it's bad, because
that's
to do it so quickly.
It's not that it's like it's horrible. It has potential to be good, but it just wasn't. Like he missed on tracks. Like some tracks, I just felt like, why did you even put that on there?
Yeah,
like
I feel that way about tracks like Nonstop and even.
But Nonstop is gonna be his radio record. Everybody loves that fucking record.
I don't know why. That's
I don't know.
Bad. He sounds so lazy.
But the thing is, it was so split. Either people really love this album, or people was like, fuck this album. Like, and I don't feel either way about either of them. I just feel the album is whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
It's like whatever.
I got my picks.
I would probably go back and listen to maybe like 3 or 4 songs that I would listen to. Like
that's how I feel about More Life too. I go back to.
Yeah, I go back to like 4, like maybe 4 songs on fucking More Life.
I go back to Nothing on Views. So
only tracks I go back to on Views is the interlude joint. And Feel No Ways, and then I feel like it's one more. I think Western Road Flows. That's it.
Which is the track on Views where he goes, Key Chingo Jangling.
I have no clue.
That shit is hard.
This nigga had a line on here. I forgot what track it was, where he was like, I am not with the rah-rah, I'm a da-da. I was like, damn.
Bro, he was in his bag when he wrote that.
And niggas would literally make excuses for any artist they want, but like...
Yo... I feel like some people are like saying the memes, but like unironically, like they'll be like, "Yo, when Drake named his middle name of his son is No Makeup On, so hair tied, chilling with no makeup on."
What?
He's really hanging out with his son.
yeah. That's some.
That's just hilarious.
That son like narrative was like heavy.
Yeah. On
this album, like you could tell, it was heavy on the album. It's like it was weird the content that he chose to like speak about in his album. I mean, it's not any different from any Drake album, to be honest. But
so I agree with though he had to scrap a lot. I feel like he kept a lot of the beats and some verses and just switched up and added stuff. That's why it doesn't feel like it fits.
I feel like everybody's album with the good music and the Drake shit was rushed because they both try to fuck each other.
I don't know about that. I think Kanye's just fucking crazy and he wanted to really put out 5 albums. All
right, so we're gonna get to the shits right now. Then I think the whole side A is a response track to Kanye. That whole shit was a response track to Kanye. He threw mad shots at Kanye, and I don't think he ever had a beef with Pusha T. Like if you guys listen to episode 1 when we go over the beef of Drake and Pusha, this beef was never with Drake. Drake just got it as a casualty because he was on fucking Young Money. Like the beef was always with Wayne and fucking Birdman.
Yeah.
Put the way Push sees it, if you with him, you with him. Like that's it. It's not playing both sides or anything. Cause Push,
it's basically trickle down beef.
Yeah, cause Push is Drake's favorite rapper. But the way that I see it with this album was Kanye was getting help from Drake for his album.
For his album, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that while he was flying back and forth, he played Kanye his album. Like every artist does, they play albums to get like a point of view of what they think the album is like. And Kanye and Drake always had some type of beef always. These niggas was beefing when Drake had the best I ever had, and when Kanye fucking shot the video, and Drake was like, "This video is trash."
Iconic moments here. And
he had the Find Your Love record that Kanye produced, which I fucking hate that record. That record is not for me at all. Like I don't like that beat on that record or anything.
What song is that?
That I'm more than just a legend.
Oh, that song.
Yeah, exactly. Horrible. That song is terrible. That sounded like a throwaway Rihanna record.
Possibly.
So they've been had beef stemming for the longest. So what I figure is that they played the records and Kanye was like, oh shit, like this nigga's coming with a double album. So then that's why I think they introduced the 7-track for the 5 people for the summer.
I feel you.
In June.
That makes sense.
They took his June. They took his June thing. I think Pusha was already close to being done.
Yeah.
So when he heard Drake's album, when Kanye heard Drake's album, he noticed that I think Pusha already had the infrared track already, but he noticed that Drake was talking about his son and shit like that, and I guess a lot of people didn't know. And the way that the record March 14th is set up, which is the last record on the Scorpion album, is him going through how his father, through his relationships, on how he used to see his father and how he didn't want to become a single parent, which is what the fucking story Adidan is.
Yeah.
He goes and he attacks the character of you. So I'm guessing that was his outline.
That had to be a real thing.
That was his outline to what, because when Pusha was in the interviews and shit, that's what he was talking about. He was, I'm talking to you, like, why are you like this? Like, why do you think that marriage is a bad thing? Which is the whole March 14th record. So that's going back and forth. That's where I started to get that from.
And it makes sense when you think about how unfinished Tiana Taylor's album sounds.
Exactly.
Because it wasn't supposed to come out.
Same
thing with Nas.
That drives to my point on why all good music albums were super rushed. Me and Andrew were talking about this every time that one of those albums came out. They sounded super rushed. But it was for a reason. He knew Drake's date was already popping up. So Kanye was like, we need to get all this before Drake's date. But I don't know why he did it like that. Like, I guess he just figured out the Drake album came out that he was going to run the summer.
Would you rather have these 35 good music tracks or 35 Kanye tracks?
What do you mean?
Like, it's like
35 regular Kanye tracks?
Yeah.
No, fuck no. I'd rather take this good music track. But the thing is, that's why Kanye knew he couldn't drop that much songs in the Armenian time. That's why Kanye's featured on every single good music project. Because I kept saying, I don't need this Kanye verse here, but it's like he came into all those verses like that. Like, he forced himself into those verses. And I do think, me and Andrew were talking about this when Jay Prince had first said that there was a record coming out and it would ruin families. We both called bullshit on it, like, whatever. Like, like what Push said.
Say about Push?
Yeah, like what Push said, he was like, why would they do anything for my convenience? Like, why would they do anything for me that would benefit me? But then, with a lot of these quotes that Drake had on this album, I feel that it goes back to the Jay Prince line where he was saying that this track was going to ruin families. It wasn't going to ruin Push's family.
Wait for it.
He was going to go for Kanye. 1,000% he was going for Kanye.
Said that, basically saying that it wasn't a Push song.
It wasn't going to be a Push song. It was going to be a Kanye song.
It was a career-ending Kanye song.
Because what are you going to say about Push? Like Push said, he has no skeletons in his closet. The only person that will have skeletons in the closet is Kanye. And that's why I said this beef was never with Push. Because fucking Drake loves Push. That's his favorite rapper. Drake loves Push. But it was more with Kanye, and that's who he was going to go for. So I don't think he had the whole record. I think he just had like an outline. Or maybe Jay Prince heard some rough vocals, or like heard the topics of what they were going to be speaking upon on the record. I don't doubt that there was going to be some Pusha T lines in there, but I think the whole point was going to be more on Kanye. So we're just going to go through a couple of the bars from like every track that I feel that helps the point my point that like to be driven. So we're gonna start off with Everything Record, which I think Everything Record is probably like the third best song that I like on there. So he has a line where he says, "I fell back 100 times when I didn't get the credit. See the movie 100 times. I know where it's heading. Realize somebody gotta die before no one deads it." So I took that as a Kanye bar, because initially he didn't get the credit for the track on what was on Ye.
Yeah, it was Yikes.
It was Yikes. So he didn't get the credit for that on that album. So I get, and then he had to dead it with Jay Prince.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's more of his records. I wish I could play it because it's gonna sound better from him saying it than just from me saying it. But I don't want to get copywritten, nigga. We trying to get some bread out here. Fuck all that shit.
Apparently, a lot of people weren't credited at all for a lot of this stuff on the good music. Apparently, Pierre Bourne was supposed to be.
But when does Kanye credit people at all?
When your name is Ty Dolla $ign?
That's it. Like
Next Door.
He was taking Travis's sound for a minute before anybody knew that it was Travis's sound.
That's true, also. And
it goes back to the whole drill shit too. The producer Young Chop, what's the nigga's name? Chief Keef's producer was saying that Kanye just uses you and spits you out, like whatever. I mean, it's no different from what a lot of people do in the music game, but he's at the top, and a lot of people see him as like, oh shit, it's Kanye.
Yeah,
like,
I'll give you whatever the fuck you want.
And then, so I think another bar on that same record was, "Now I gotta deal with all this drama, deal with myself. I ain't even have to cut a tie. It severed itself." So that was just a line. I'm guessing that was just like Kanye, just like he killed himself in a sense. Like now, the relationship is now repairable. And we're gonna move to the song "Nonstop," which I think is gonna be the club record. Andrew doesn't like the record.
The song is horrible.
Yeah, I don't like the record like that.
Boring.
But I feel like it's going to be the club record. This is the song that you're gonna hear all summer. For me,
I don't want it to be. I'd rather hear Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Again, Andrew's gonna find how to get Tekashi 6ix9ine every time on his thing.
Wait, so are we gonna sit here and act like that? It's on the Drake album. I think it's "In My Feelings." That Kiki, do you love me? Running like that isn't hard.
Well, who sings that?
Drake.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, what does that have to do with Tekashi 6ix9ine though?
That's what do you call it? A melody from one of his songs.
Oh, I didn't know that at all. I mean, but Drake and Hove are both known for taking somebody's hot record, somebody who's hot, and fucking feature or take one of their songs and just like when they threw whatever, and then Hove and Drake are still gonna be hot.
Oh, I want to apologize to Hove. I don't know if you guys heard this, but I made fun of his haircut. I like his hair.
That's what this nigga's gonna apologize for. All the shit this nigga says.
What?
That's the shit he apologizes for.
I mean, it's a good haircut now. It's really grown on him.
But all right, so we're gonna move. Nonstop is the record we're gonna talk about. Where he has a line which says, "Niggas pulling gimmicks because they scared to rap. Hey, funny how they shook. Hey, got these niggas shook pulling." They said, "Hey," after that, no, it's not, nigga. And he's like,
"Back the curtain by myself. Take a look." Hey.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, all the shit is self-explanatory from the shit that I was talking about earlier, where he was. Well, we all know Kanye's been pulling the gimmicks, and we all know that he was doing it in the troll so he can get clout for his album, like, cause
that's what he does. That's what Kanye does. So it's not really news to us.
Yeah, but I think he does got a point where I think Kanye is like, what the fuck else do I have to say? Like, and Kanye's never been known to be a rapper, like a hard rapper. No. Maybe like his first couple albums, maybe, but even then he was getting shit written for him by
Rhyme
Fest, and the other dude from Tribe Called Quest. What's his name?
From Tribe Called
Yeah.
Q-Tip?
No. What's the dude's name? Who he had a beef with? He's like light skinned and bald.
Jerobi.
Common? No, not Common. Consequence. Used to write his songs on there too. Yeah, but another line on there where it says a big part of me. Oh, you want to read it? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Before I read this, I want to give a shout out to Papoose for no reason. A big part of me resents niggas that I knew from when I started in this shit. They see what I got, and man, it's hard to be content.
Well, yeah, that goes back to the whole thing that we were talking about with Virgil, where Kanye feels like he's the one who laid the groundwork, but everybody's ripping off of his benefits. He's more.
Did he though? Did he lay down the groundwork?
He laid down the groundwork for a lot of people though. I'll give Kanye that because he laid down the groundwork.
Kanye?
Yeah. Not Drake. No. That line is referring to that where he was saying that I'm doing what you wanted to do, but you couldn't do because you were the first person to like lay down the groundwork for it. So I think that goes back to like the Virgil thing where he was saying that he was scared of Virgil's success, and then you have him crying at the fucking Louis Vuitton thing.
All I'm getting from this conversation so far is that Drake's mad pussy.
Why is that?
Basically, it's saying all this shit is. I don't know what it's leading up to. What's Drake's point? Like, oh,
I don't see there's a point here. I'm just breaking down the parts that everybody. I know motherfuckers don't listen to lyrics, so I'm breaking it down the lyrics to everyone else.
So the thing is, even when we're breaking it down, there's still no like point. Like, let's say you're in the Starbucks line. No, you're getting a bagel, right? And a nigga cuts you off, and you mad pissed. So you make a song about his shoes and his pants. What the fuck is the point? You should have said something when you wanted your bagel, not now that you can make fun of his pants.
This must have happened to you like at work or something, because he had mad heat for that shit. Nah, but I think his point is just like, because they've always had the beef or underlying the beef that nobody like was like nobody had knowledge to. Like they've always had a bad relationship. So I'm guessing like the way I see their relationship is like you dating somebody that you've always had a crush on, and then that person breaks up with you, and you get back with them again. And then they do the same thing, and then you get back with them again. Like, it's just like the line that everybody says that you should never meet your heroes because, like, you don't know what they... Like, it would have ruined it for you. I think this is all lit. Like, this is what he was, like... He always said, like, I think he had a reference back on, like, MTV or some shit like that, on, like, TLC or some shit. I don't know if it was TLC, but it was one of those MTV shows where he was saying that Kanye has a real talent for artists and shit like that, and he has a real good ear for talent and all this shit. So he's always admired him and shit like that. So imagine like somebody you admire and then just nigga's just a dick. Like
it's like when Kesha first met Jerry Seinfeld on the red carpet. She tried to hug him. She's like, "Can I get a hug?" No,
I just spoke with Jerry off rip. But Jerry would tell you to your face like that.
Like no.
But I feel like
no, thank you.
He's trying to say that Kanye be having him in limbos and shit and like be
which is mad pussy.
Yeah. Look, what you expect from this album, my nigga? Like, this is his content, my nigga.
This is his content, and I'm not here for it. I missed back in the day when Drake was talking about I don't make music for niggas who don't get pussy. That was real Drake, bro. Now Drake's making music for niggas who don't get pussy.
Alright, so I think we just left nonstop. Elevate, I don't think there was anything really there. It was an alright track. That hook was just
Plus, I can't hear
annoying.
Anything that rhymes with levitate, and I think of levitate.
What song is that off of?
That's Untitled Unmastered.
There we go. Shout out to Kendrick. So the next record is Emotionless, which I think is the hardest record on here.
Emotionless, the beat is really good. I like the beat.
I think the productions on this album was really good, but I just think it wasn't set for him. Like the DJ Paul record, I think that's the Talk It Up record with Hove. I didn't like how they like.
I don't like Hove on that at all.
I don't like it.
I like Hove, but I don't like him on
I like what Hove said, but I don't like the record.
Well, I like some of what Hove said. He did drop the ill tweet.
Oh, about the Triple X
we'll
shit.
Get to that. But wasn't Emotionless produced by No ID?
I think most of the shit was produced by No ID and 40.
Yeah.
The Sandra Rose track, which we were gonna get to, was produced by Primo.
Which is hard.
That record's hard. That record's super hard. But Emotionless has another line. You want to read this shit, Andrew?
All right, I got you. Don't link me. Don't hit me when you hear this and tell me your favorite song. Don't tell me how you knew it would be like this all along.
So yeah, I'm gonna just have Angel read all these shits because this nigga reads it with some enthusiasm. I'm not reading these bars with enthusiasm. But yeah, so don't link me, don't hit me up when you hear this. I'm assuming this is what Kanye does.
Yeah.
When
he drops something, yo, that shit was hot.
Yo, super fire, bro. This is my favorite record. This shit inspired me so much.
Yeah. And then Drake replies by putting the fucking I don't know how it is on iPhone when you react and you just put like the
where you put like you like the comment or something like that.
He was like that.
I'm telling you, this just strikes me as a guy who's keeping a girl in the limbo. Like, this is like a girl who you only hit up when like you bored, and you just want to talk to, and you don't give a fuck. But then she ends up catching feelings.
Like, you don't even want to fuck her, you just bored.
Like maybe you did fuck her a couple times, and her pussy's good, and you just want to keep her around for the time being.
Big fact.
He's getting what he wants out of Drake, and he's just using this nigga like, all right, like whatever. I'll hit you when your album come out, say it's hard, and you'll be in your little zone. Like, that's it. So he has another line. Yeah, the guy I can even capture.
I can't even capture the feeling that I had at first meeting. All my heroes like seeing how magic works. The people I look up to are going from bad to worse. That's just bad.
The actions out of character, even when they rehearse. Yeah, so I mean, I think all this is just a shot back to the
Bro, this reads
the Kanye, Trump, all that bullshit. I think that's what it goes back to. But that line is hilarious. So he was like, I'll never capture the fucking feeling of meeting my heroes, like seeing how magic works. So basically, he's just saying Kanye's not what he seems to be.
Yeah, like it loses the allure.
Like once you learn the magic trick, there's no reason for you to like magic.
You're not impressed by it anymore,
like you're not. That's like me meeting LeBron, and I'm like, oh, this nigga put in mad work. And then I go to meet this nigga, and he's just shooting up steroids and fucking. I would be so depressed. Like, say if I meet Hov, and I go into the studio, and he got 30 niggas writing for him.
Yeah.
I would never listen to rap music again.
Like, I meet Allen Iverson, and he don't got cornrows. I'd be tired.
He doesn't got cornrows anymore. But alright, so we got another line coming up on the same record. On this record is where he took the most shots. So
yeah. My man said, breaking speed records on roads that these niggas pay, and they don't like that, is written on their face. This album isn't rap, it's slam poetry. It reads like slam poetry.
It does read like slam poetry. If we don't listen to the track and you take all the beats, it does read like slam poetry.
Breaking speeds, records on roads, these niggas paved.
Yeah, but like I said, these are all self-explanatory. I'm just pointing out the shot that it was. I'm just pointing out that this whole beef was more about Kanye than it was about Push. To me, that's why I said on the record on the W Freestyle. Why is he going 90% at Kanye and then he got like 10% at Push, and the lines for Push is just, oh nigga, you ain't never sold. You don't sell as much work as you say you did. All you sold was work to get a Benz and some sneakers.
Yeah, bro, you never pushed that much. You kind of just hung around niggas.
Yeah, and that first meeting, you thought that it was just like, oh, he don't got nothing on Push. I think that's an angle of it, but I just think that his whole beef was with Kanye.
Yeah, instead. So he kind of just had to like throw that out there and then focus on his main shit.
Because the way I see it, Push is gonna go along for the ride. Because why? It benefits him as well too. Yeah, he gonna sell more records. He go at Drake like he been wanting to anyways. He gets the beef. It was just all orchestrated. Like, Kanye was playing Drake like Geppetto, nigga, and he was Pinocchio. Like, that's the way I see it. But we got another.
That kind of sounds like it would be a Drake bar.
What?
Pinocchio knows for all my fake hoes.
That would probably be a Drake bar. Cole had a hard Geppetto line. Yeah. That shit was hard.
What's the next one?
The next one is,
I don't know how we'll make it out of here clean. Can't even keep track of who plays for the other team. Iconic duo rip and split at all the seams. Good-hearted people are taking it to the extremes, leaving it to the limbo to question what I believe.
Yeah, so that was a bar at everybody who I think it was. So my whole thing is with this whole beef of him saying that he could ruin families if he wanted to. I think that goes back to having to do something with Kim. But I'm not going to speak on another man's wife, but the way Drake is making it seem is that that's the way that the line was gonna ruin the family. And then the second line was the iconic duos rip and split at the seams.
He's talking about Kanye and Hov.
That's Hov and Kanye, because Hov don't fuck with Kanye.
Yeah.
But Hov never fucked with Kanye. I've been telling niggas this for years. Dame Dash and Biggs and fucking hip hop had to fucking force Hov to sign Kanye. He didn't want to sign him. They had Kanye for mad long before they signed this nigga. I think Hov just wanted to get beats from the nigga, and that's it.
Right. Like, you can hang out with nigga and laugh with him, but it doesn't mean you like him. Like,
yeah, it's business at the end of the day. Like, it's business. And then the last bit of that last bit of it was like what was the last song? Oh, this is the line that I was talking about earlier. We said good-hearted people are taking it to the extremes, leaving it in limbo to question what I believe. That was a line that pushed. Well, I think generally, so this part I would take from the Joe Budden podcast, where he was saying like Push is known to be a good guy in the industry. Like the way that Push says when he met Birdman, like he's not a nigga who moves with 10, 40, 50 niggas. He moves by himself, and whatever happens, happens. Like I just think Push is just like a cool nigga. And like I said, Drake has always idolized this nigga like as his favorite rapper. I wouldn't doubt that he wants to rap like Push sometimes too, but he just can't. Like Push is top 20 MCs all time.
Speak on it.
Might be top 10 to me. Well, to me he might be top 5, but that's for me. Push has always been my nigga. But I just think, like I said, like this beef wasn't between him and Push, so he was like, oh, the good-hearted niggas. But another thing that I think a lot of people didn't like hone in on this album was the way he used the word good. Like, he used the word good like as a double entendre every time if you hear the tone of his voice. Like, he used the word good to the good music and, like, for it to mean good all the time. Which I think is pretty smart. He does a lot of little slick shit that if you don't notice, like, the first time me going through this album, I'm like, oh, I don't like this album. This album's trash. And then I started to, like, see a whole bunch of shit about, like, the hidden lines and shit that he was saying on his album. So I was like, let me go through and see what I pick up. And then I started to actually listen and pick up to the record. Because the first listen through, I'm just going to listen to the song and just be like...
But it's on the second listen that you really catch that shit.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when you were a kid and niggas used to be like, are you gay? No. Does your mom know you're gay? No. That's what Drake raps are.
Damn, this nigga's analogies are fucking killing it today.
That's what Drake raps like. He's like, no, I'm not gay. No, my mom isn't... Well, hold on.
Alright, Andrew, read the next line.
Oh, the next one is...
This is all on Emotionless, by the way.
Yeah,
this is all Emotionless.
This is all one song. He goes, I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid.
Now, that didn't have to do with anything. I just found out it's fucking hilarious.
That line is funny.
Like, the first time to listen to that shit, I stopped it and reversed it. And I'm like, oh, this nigga just tried to drop... Like, if you listen to the record before, he tries to drop, like, mad shit that you would reason with. Like, oh, shit, okay, that makes sense. And just slips that in at the end. Like, let me see if I can get this through. Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. But that, with Emotionless, that ends, like, all the shots that we found on Emotionless. But that's the hardest record to me. 8 out of 10 is another hard record. I like this record.
I like 8 out of 10.
So, Andrew, read the first one.
I tell you, hear me out, but we both know end of the day, your sister's pressing play, your train's pressing play, your wifey.
So this line is the line that caught my most attention with, like, me having a reasoning with, like, what Drake's angle was for the beef that was gonna allegedly ruin families that we think is the Kanye thing.
Yeah.
The way Andrew reads it is not gonna play the same, but if you listen back to that track on 8 out of 10, listen to how he, like, emphasizes your wife, and keeps saying that shit, kind of like taunting the nigga, like you got him right there, like you know what I'm talking about. Like I think that there was already a conversation there, like you know what I'm talking about, nigga, or your wife, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And regardless of what y'all niggas think, everybody's playing my records. Everybody's gonna be playing the records.
Yeah, that's basically like the main point. But I do agree, it could be like. At first, I thought he was talking about Pusha's fiance.
Yeah, me too. This whole time, at first time I'm listening to it, but the thing is,
then I started thinking about
exactly
about Kim.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think it is about. Like I said, I'm not speaking on another man's wife. I don't do that shit. But that's why I think I'm just trying to figure Drake's angle out on this record because I know how this nigga like A lot of niggas just think he's just throwing shit out there, but he's a lot more calculated than niggas give him credit for. Then the next line is,
I try to pay less mind. They've been keeping tabs on me, like I'm paying next time. Okay, I actually like that line.
Keep going. This bar's hard.
I think I sense a little fear from the other side. White vans parked across the street. Real subtle, guys.
Like that bar is hard. I like that bar a lot. That goes back to my point in the beginning when he was saying, when I'm like theorizing that Kanye heard the album before he put out his album, and then he just took Drake's whole June thing. Well, they fucked up a lot of things. They fucked up Drake's whole rollout, that he was going to be the only person to drop, because nobody else was going to drop in June.
Right.
They fucked up his whole rollout for his album. They fucked up his Adidas shit that Pusha fucked up, which is another way of Kanye knowing that. Well, Kanye and Push both know because they were both on Adidas. So that's another way of them knowing that. And then I think the Push diss, the Drake was already written before.
Yeah.
Before Duffy came out, Push already had the story Adidon.
I absolutely had to, because that came out quick.
Yeah,
then
he already had
stuff you already know about.
That's why Push was never worried about shit. Push is calculated just as well as Drake is calculated. So if he's sitting back like Magic Johnson, like, I know I'm gonna get LeBron, nigga.
Like Magic Johnson.
I know I'm gonna get LeBron, nigga. Because that's a reference back to Magic Johnson saying that he if he doesn't get one of the big players in this NBA draft, that he will get fired. Niggas ain't gonna make that statement without knowing that, I already got this in the bag. I got this in the tuck. But that bar was hard though. Right vans parked across the street. Real subtle, guys. That bar was hard. But that just goes back to me thinking like, all right, Kanye and they already had this thing written out for the most part.
Quentin Miller killed that shit, bro. What's next? We talk about Mob Ties. Mob Ties was all right.
Mob Ties. No, I think we still Mob Ties. Yeah, Mob Ties.
Yeah, I wouldn't play it again, but if it came up,
I'll skip Mob Ties. But if it came up, I'll leave it.
Right. Can't take a joke. Pass.
Read the line though.
Oh, there's a line that says, "We just right up there up the road. You can hit it with a stone."
No, nigga, you missed the. If they come to Hidden Hills, they know the deal. We just right up the road and can hit it with a stone.
Yeah.
That was to me. That was look. Maybe I might be over analyzing these bars, but this to me this goes back to the record, the whole bar. But in the bar he says Uber X and these hoes, they just right up the road. Like, to me, who the fuck else lives down the street that he references on other tracks? On 4 p.m. in Calabasas, he says, I beep twice and I wave. I see Chris Jenner, I beep twice and I wave. The rest of you niggas getting quiche blown in your face. Like, to me, if you really paying attention to what the fuck this nigga's saying, by the way, that 4 p.m. Calabasas freestyle was super hard. But if you really listen to this nigga saying, who the fuck else lives down the street? He knocking off one of them Kardashians.
Caitlyn?
Ugh. I don't know about that, but
Yo, is that the real family?
that would be fucking hilarious. But yeah. So these bars are just like, it's just like he's lining them with like bombs for niggas who catch him. Like if you really listening to a lot of shit, then nigga, because I think niggas just listen to music. They don't really fucking hear what is going on with these records. I know a lot of niggas don't even listen to the bars, and niggas gonna be like, I'm bullshitting, like, you thinking too much about these fucking lines, but
actually listen to it.
Exactly.
It was written for a reason.
I decode MF Doom like databases, nigga. Like I would say I'm pretty well versed in this.
Well versed.
So
Sandra's
Rose, Primo record super hard. It doesn't sound like a Primo record at all. Niggas was saying it sounded like a Just Blaze record.
I did not get those tweets. I was like, you ever heard of Just Blaze song before?
No, but that doesn't sound anything like Primo. I would say if I didn't see the credits, and niggas was saying it was Just Blaze, I wouldn't be like, it wasn't Just Blaze. Like there's no way in hell I would be like, oh, that's a Primo record. Until he says the line about cutting up like Primo. But this has a line on here. He just on his petty shit. Andrew, read the line. It's the second bullet point.
They had it set up for real, but they didn't want to come with the slaps. When I heard the shit, I was skipping through that. You're talking about Kanye's album.
Kanye album.
Yeah.
Which I can agree with him on that one. Like, I got no horse in this fight, but I can...
I got no horse in this fight.
What's the saying?
I have no idea, but I know it's not that.
You think it is? I have no horse in this race. That's what the thing is.
Hold on.
I have no horse in this race.
I got
That's
no
what it
horse
is.
in this race, bro.
And I'm lying by that because I fuck with push, so I'm gonna push on everything. But this is just very intriguing to me to finally see. It's not unfolding in front of everyone. It's unfolding of people who already knew and are paying attention with this fucking Kanye shit. I'm only speaking about this shit because it's beef in hip hop, and I love hip hop, nigga. Like it's whatever.
The beef is corny.
Yeah, but that bar, yeah, nigga. I think a lot of people were skipping Kanye's records. Like,
chill.
I think a lot of people were skipping records on Ye and Can See Ghosts.
I doubt that. I doubt that's super heavy.
I don't know. I don't think those albums did too well.
Bro, women love Kanye.
Do they?
Yeah, you ever had a shot of Ye?
Who?
Alright, it was a reference.
Oh.
But I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but alright, so there's some good bars on that record. So March 14th is the last record, and it's a good track. That's where he displays everything by his son and all that. And
he just basically skipped all side B. But,
well, yeah, because there was nothing inside B to support what I'm talking about. But
my only thing on side B is just listen to the songs with Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla, like we've said on here before, Ty Dolla produces like crazy on features. I just need a solid Ty Dolla regular track. And speaking of Ty Dolla, I think him and Tiana are supposedly doing a dual album, a collab album.
I like 3 Ways.
And by the way, if you guys, how's that pause? You don't like 3 Ways, nigga?
I said I like 3 Ways. Pause. By the way, I still like 3 Ways, but I don't like 3 Ways with like mad dudes.
All right,
you gotta say it's the ambiguity of the message.
All right. But yeah, so if anybody listened to the last episode, which a lot of you motherfuckers did, we said that Tiana was gonna redo the album.
She ended up not.
She didn't do it. So the way that I'm seeing it with this whole Tiana shit is Tiana is a very outspoken person. So I think she wants to say more than what she's saying, but she's just getting information in real time and just putting it out on Twitter. And then when it doesn't happen, it's whatever. Which leads to another pattern of Kanye's out here bullshitting niggas,
what the fuck's going on?
Which has been all this fucking Drake shit. This Drake and Kanye fucking debacle or whatever it is. Like I don't know what the fuck niggas going on. Like it's weird the way
they just gotta shoot the fair one already.
It's weird the way these niggas will be cool next year. These niggas will be featured on the album next year or whatever. Niggas is saying like, oh, we're never getting the Kanye and Drake album. We probably wasn't getting it.
When More Life 2 comes out,
and
it's a wrap.
So we just went over this shit because this shit was kind of funny to me, my nigga. Like all these little shots and shit. This Drake and Kanye shit is this little fucking Twitter beef. Like this all it is.
It's mad subtweets. That's what it is.
It's all subtweets. So moving on from all that.
Telling me if Cudi and Lupe fought in Wii boxing, that Lupe would win. All right, fuck out.
This nigga said Wii boxing. I just picked up what you said. What the fuck? This nigga talking about Wii boxing, my nigga.
Right.
But all right, so moving on to the fashion stuff. Diet Prada, who those don't know, it's an Instagram story. I mean, it's an Instagram where they basically not expose, but they highlight what people are referencing for the lines and stuff like that, like designs from back in the days of their references. Like they don't only do it to attack, because I've seen like them reference like Dior's referencing something from their 1970s collection.
It's like a history page.
Yeah, it's a history page, but they will point out stuff that is like being stolen, or they feel like things that are being ripped off without people like acknowledging it. So they have a little beef with Dolce & Gabbana, where Dolce & Gabbana, basically what it was that Diet Prada had posted that Dolce & Gabbana was ripping off Gucci, which we said on this countless times.
Yeah.
That the new Gucci and the new Dolce & Gabbana look exactly alike, and it's coming from Dolce & Gabbana's side that they're taking the looks from. So they responded with Diet Prada responded with a comment that the head designer of Dolce put on the comment pages.
Diet Prada made a shirt.
Yeah.
And the shirt's really simple. It just says hashtag please say sorry to me.
Yeah, because that's what the Dolce & Gabbana fucking designer said. He's like, please say sorry to me under the comments. And that shit was pretty funny to me.
That's just hilarious.
So they made a shirt out of it, and then Dolce came back and made a shirt about it too. Only difference is Dolce shirt's $500.
Yeah. Well, that's just like what? It's 300 euros or pounds.
So it comes out to $481.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, and the Diet Prada shirt looked better than the Dolce shirt.
It's a lot for a fucking meme shirt about you copying people and being a bitch about it.
Yeah, like the Dolce shirt was done in worse taste, and
it's the worst looking shirt.
It's a worse looking shirt, and you just basically saying you're basically giving me the right in the fucking in the argument. You just took my reference from my shirt to make another shirt that looks just like it and have it to be more expensive and uglier.
Facts. And the whole shirt is me calling you out for doing this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is fucking Kanye and Drake all over again.
The thing that I just don't get, that shit is just corny, bro. Like, they're just trying to be edgy. And I hate niggas trying to be edgy for no reason. It's like the type of dude, like, you'll tweet, oh man, I had a great day today. And someone with no fucking avatar would be like, kill yourself, pussy. And then be like, just kidding, bro. Why are you being so sensitive?
Those people shouldn't even be on fucking internet. Because then niggas just troll. And then when some shit happens to you, you be like, bro, but I was trolling.
Bro, I was trolling. I'm sorry. Bro, why you taking
that's why I always say about people, you would never do that to somebody's face. You would never say, go kill yourself, pussy. And because if a nigga pulls out and shoots you, then they be, oh, that nigga was trolling, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, alright.
Yeah, go to the judge and be like, I was just trolling, bro.
Exactly, like, what the fuck?
Anyway, fuck that.
Alright, so moving on, we're going to talk about Calvin Klein 205 West 39th NYC.
Hard.
So this is Calvin Klein's, for those who don't know, this is Calvin Klein, this is Raf's Calvin Klein brand. This shit is super hard.
I mean, he's putting in work. This is for fucking 2019 over here.
Yeah, this is the pre-spring 2019, where all this stuff is mostly collegiate styling. So it's basically, I think he got licenses from Yale. It was Yale, Berkeley, and the University of California, so he could use like some fonts and
some logos
and some logos that he would normally use. First look that we have here, for anybody who wants to see it, you can I'm pretty sure you can Google that shit, Calvin Klein's pre-spring collection. It's first thing is a lady with a blazer, with like a blazer coat, like in the middle of that. It's a green on the label, and then blue, navy blue from the outside. It's a lot of 70s colors in this first look, and it's like a long skirt and a turtleneck. It's cool.
The way that I would describe a lot of this shit is that it's flat. A lot of the coats and the shirts and all that stuff and the pants, they look
super hard.
They look just right on top of the body, like it's super thin. It's like paper. That's how I see it.
It's super.
The colors and the cuts just make it look great.
One thing I give Raf is he's killing it the best with the heeled boots and the trousers. His trouser game has been crazy. Pause. That shit is super hard. Like on the next look, it's on two looks from that, it's a guy wearing a turtleneck, a cashmere turtleneck. He has trousers with the side paneling colors on it and heeled leather boots. That look super hard. It's classic, clean. It's a hard look. All right, so Ep.6 is another suit with a turtleneck. It's a baby blue suit. It looked like
this shit's hard.
Yeah,
I would rock this.
This looks like what Melo should have worn when he played for the Nuggets, because that's the Nuggets colors right there.
Minus the hat though. This hat is fucking hard.
The hat is just like that Pharrell brimmed hat that he was wearing a long time ago.
Sure.
That's what it looks like to me. But it's more on the Cowboys vibe. Next,
apparently, like Matt, I'll tell you, apparently Cowboys didn't wear that shit.
Obviously, this is all based off of new movies.
Yeah,
that's why I said if you always want to know about about what happens through real history, look at it through art form or through music form. That will let you know what the fuck was going on.
Apparently, like real cowboys were wearing top hats and shit. Like
that's not a real cowboy hat. It's top hats. What? Yeah. So all right, we're going to fast forward to another look on look 10, which is
hard. That bag is Tuffington.
That Yale bag.
That blazer crop top is Tuffington.
It's a blazer above a blazer. So it's basically a blazer coat, and it's I believe that's the Berkeley symbol on there or emblem, and it's a crop version of it. And under that she has a pinstripe shirt on. It's that look is hard to me.
Yeah, that's just tough. The bag is my favorite part of it. It's just like a regular purse that just says Yale on it, but it just looks something about collegiate fonts from a school that I don't go to. It's fire.
I like the things that I've always liked is like the Harvard tees.
Yeah.
where it's just like the arc logo of Harvard and then the emblem on the middle, and it's always hard. Where it's like a gray and then the inside of the emblem is like burgundy.
Yeah,
Like it's super hard.
Columbia University in New York.
It's super hard. I like this shit. So the next look is a oversized coat. It's a pinstripe coat going down. It's a burgundy. Well, it's a reddish. It's a reddish. Maybe I'll say maroon, and then it has like a maize, like a dark mustard pinstripe on it. And then again the trousers. The trousers I feel like he does the best of them. I feel like he brought that to the game, and he does the best of them. The next look is like, it looks like what a girl would wear after they just leave in their man's crib and they got their man's shirt on. It's a Yale V-neck, but it's very oversized.
Yeah, she cut it herself.
Yeah.
This girl got the ill chin.
Yeah, but the look number 13 is the hardest look to me. Where it's like he picked really, really good colors in here for a spring color. They're like he uses primary colors, but in the darkest form, to me. Like, he gives it a fall vibe, but the primary colors. Like, if he uses a red, he uses a maroon.
Yeah. And, yeah, there's lots of navy tones in here.
Yeah, like lots of navy tones. And when he uses a yellow, he uses a dark tone yellow, unless it's the bag. And
he's really good at combining them. Like, in all the fits so far we've seen, they've all had yellow, blue, and red in them.
Yeah. But this coat is super hard. This coat is like something I would personally buy if I didn't know that it costs like $3,500. Like
$3,500 for the coat.
$3,500 for the coat for real. Yeah, the trousers, the classic trousers, is just paneling, and then instead of it just being side paneling, it has paneling around the ankles and paneling like above your calf area. The next one is basically the same look as number 10, but in blue. He has like football heels for girls.
That's so weird.
But I really like these knitted sweaters. Not the one with the cowl on it. The one that has the California bear on it, and it's blue and navy. And then he has the baklava in knitted too, in knitted form. Oh, it's super hard. That's super hard. And then he has
the fucking snowflakes on it.
Yeah, and he has
the balaclava.
And then he has what's that shit called? A leather tote bag. It's a Yale University leather tote bag, and then he has a classic. I'm telling you that the trousers that he uses are always hard.
Loves trousers.
No, because the way he fits them, it's done well, and the colors that he uses, like, it contrasts really good. It's a purple, and then it has like a silver gray on the side paneling, and then the boots that he has are super hard too. I just don't like the narrow toe angle. Like, it comes to a point I don't really.
I'm not really
like that. I feel like that would be super uncomfortable. The next look is another. How do you pronounce it? Baklava? I'll pronounce it baklava. How do you pronounce it?
It's like balaclava.
Balaclava, and it's knitted balaclavas, which I haven't seen in forever.
Yeah, you really only see these when you rob niggas.
But basically, this whole, to give you the whole look of this capsule is basically it's a higher taste level of what people would wear in school.
Yeah, like imagine if the Gap was better.
Kind of. I see what you're going for. It's kind of like that.
Shit, but like
it's kind of like you mix in 90s Gap with 90s Calvin, and then
with your modern day on campus bookstore clothing.
But have it all be way more high fashion than what you think it is. Like way better materials than what you think it is. So the next look is it's the the University of California's bomber jacket. Their varsity jacket, which I've always liked varsity jackets. When they're done well, they always look good. Like the Supreme Tiger jacket that they did. That jacket's super hard.
That's like you could always give it to a girl and be like a 70s movie.
Kind of. And then to go on further through the looks, is basically all the looks from here are just different versions of further looks. This nigga. But yeah, so instead of the bag being blue, it would be yellow, or instead of the bag being red, it would be purple or something like that.
You know what? I've had enough, Calvin. Let's talk about a real brand.
What we got next?
My man, Bape collabed with Jurassic World.
I don't know why this guy loves Bape so much. Yeah, so Bape has a capsule coming out with Jurassic Park, with Jurassic World, which they said that this is like one of the most expensive collabs to do. I'm guessing it's for the licensing of Jurassic Park.
First of all, that movie wasn't good.
I didn't watch it.
And
Shout out to Chris Pratt though. He's pretty fucking funny.
Chris Pratt's fucking trash. First of all.
Oh, get out of here! You never watched Parks and Rec then?
No, I don't watch Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec is fucking hilarious. His character on Parks and Rec is hilarious. That's what I said.
So I'm gonna reinstate. Reinstate my statement.
You mean retract your statement?
No, I'm still holding that down. Chris Pratt, you're fucking trash. You're probably a cool guy in real life, but I don't like you.
All right, so go through the vape pieces. What do you like here? You like two? Look how high people are. He likes 2 shirts out of 25 pieces that they have in this collab. 2 shirts. I feel like what they did here was with what they do with every Dragon Ball Z collab. Yes. They just do it with bad taste, man.
Yeah, some of it's bad taste.
Like, for example, the shirt number 7. It's a crew neck sweater, and it has the Bape ape on it, and then it has fucking raptors coming out of the shirt with like bushes in it. Like, why was that needed? You don't need to incorporate that shit.
Yeah, I think 14 is where I'm at. That's the one I like.
Like, you don't have to make it so like subtle.
Just have your brand. And incorporate Jurassic Park.
Exactly. You don't even have to put a fucking... Like, putting a dinosaur on a collab with Jurassic World is fucking, like, it's too...
Fact.
It's too, like, known. Like, this is like, if I take a kid and I tell him, look, this is what... I put a mood board of Jurassic Park, and I put a mood board of fucking Bape's regular things.
It's what he would do.
This is what he would do. He would fucking put the dinosaur on there. Like, I feel like since Nigo sold the brand, they're just, like... loaning it out to anybody. They just whoring it out. And so Bape's not going to mean anything anymore.
Chill, bro,
when Bape in 2000 was the fucking... Bape and BBC were the brands of all brands in 2000. Like, those were the brands people were going crazy for.
Bape's still hard.
I think Andrew's is holding on to old dreams, man. I think Andrew's using this like an ex he wants to get back with or something.
Check it out.
Yeah, Andrew has a Bape fucking necklace on, a gold chain on right now. Alright, so drops this week. We have the Supreme 20 drop. I think this is the last drop on this.
Horrible.
The only thing
about kayak.
The only thing that I like on here is the striped polo.
But it's just it's too much for what it is.
The only reason we're covering Supreme heavily every week is because 1, they drop every Thursday. 2, I feel like we're slowly watching a huge brand just like dwindle.
Nah, chill on that. I wouldn't say they're dwindling. First of all, because niggas bought a kayak and it's sold out.
Niggas bought a fire extinguisher.
And it's sold out. You're helping my point.
I'm saying niggas will buy anything, but as soon as this shit start making resale, which that kayak did not resell for anything, that fucking that Life Vest didn't resell for anything, niggas gonna be very reluctant on not buying this shit. Just like 2 weeks ago, that shit sat.
That's great, because that means I can get my shit.
Yeah, you can get your shit now. I guess it's a fucking...
For people who like Supreme,
yeah, it's a bittersweet. For the people who dictate what your brand is, which are most likely resellers, because they're gonna be the ones who are gonna buy 40 of your products right away and have it sell out right away. But then you have the people who actually like the clothes, who are probably gonna buy 1 or 2 pieces maybe every week, or 1 or 2 pieces every month, or something like that.
That's how it should be.
But then you won't be making as much money, is what I'm saying.
This is what they're gonna do. They're just gonna lower the quantities again, and then the resale value will be there, and then go back to this bullshit. We're buying fucking Supreme brooms or something.
My whole point was they should have kept doing that from the jump. I don't know why brands like remain like they once they reach the hottest point, they like. I fuck it. I think people get too cocky and they're like, fuck it, they'll buy anything that we sell.
And they will.
They will. You bought a fucking inflatable kayak for $498.
Bro, just recently today, Bape put out fucking coasters and placemats. How fucking stupid is it?
But I like accessories like that from brands. Like, for example, Chanel puts out tennis balls, and I think they put out a surfboard last year, and Louis Vuitton put out ping pong with ping pong ball. I like little accessories like that. But
that's just OD though.
I just like it because I just like the look of it. Like, all right, so I'm gonna have like it. Just you get to display that well in the house.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love it when I'm home and I'm just fucking chilling, and I realize that I have like a fucking
exactly.
I got like a Gucci remote control.
Yeah, like if I look over and see the fucking Louis Vuitton ping pongs with the ping pong paddles and the ping pong balls, I look and I just laugh like, nigga, why'd you buy that? Yeah. But it's fun though. Like I like that little. I don't like the parody of like how like designers are now. But that little parody piece back in the day when you putting out a lot of good shit, like Chanel still puts out a lot of good shit. But that little parody piece when somebody comes up and they're like, yo, why do you have a Chanel fucking tennis racket and tennis balls? Like,
why do you have a Louis Vuitton letter opener?
Yeah, like it's just little pieces they get you with like people who have the money to buy. Cause don't look, no way I'm telling you to buy a $300 paddle when you spend $300 on like clothes for like the year or like, because not everybody can afford everything. But if you're spending $350 just on the fucking Louis Vuitton paddle, just go spend $350 on your Negros. Basically, what I'm saying. Like, if you need clothes, go buy clothes. But if you have the money and you're
to fuck around,
because
like,
there's people who frequently shop at these places. Like, people don't know that people frequently drop like $10,000-$20,000 a week. Yeah. Or people
easily.
Or these people who are on call lists for when things come that look like something I would like. That these associates will call you. And you buy shit like that. And once you're in the store and you just have everything, then it's like, all right, fuck it, I'll get these paddles, like, whatever. And it's a good mockery piece. Like, I don't like the parody of design because I feel like it has taken over. But it's funny when you put out good shit.
And that's just the truth. If you put out good shit, people will like it when you kind of make fun of yourself if you're shitty and you make fun of shitty situations.
It's like a person who has a personality where they can make fun of themselves, not just make fun of somebody else.
Like, a perfect example, the Dolce & Gabbana bullshit. Yeah. Very weird.
Alright, so we got the Bape Fall Winter 2018 collection. This is more concise, but I feel like what they're doing is like Supreme Palaces, like where they're trying to do it like very bare minimum, but still throw on Bape shit. Like they'll still throw on the shark on the fucking pants and shit like that, and they'll still do the camo. I think Supreme would just be good if they did camo and like basic shirts, like not overdoing things. Like they have a lanyard, like we were just talking about, little pieces. They also have the little holster things, just like the Louis Vuitton thing and camo. Right. Like this, I see a lot more pieces on here that are better, but I see just a lot of repeated pieces as well.
Which is basically they've been their monogram for like fucking 8 years now. Just repeating
exactly.
Stuff. I wish they would make a good Bape stuff again.
Ronnie Fieg made a good Bapester. He made like two years ago. He did the regular Bapester, the Air Force One Bapester. Yeah. And
don't can't put those two words.
All right, that's an Air Force One shoe with a star on the side.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Ian Connor's shoe is just a van with a lightning bolt.
I don't wear whatever that shit. What is it, Revenge or some shit? Storm Revenge or something? Yeah, pass on that.
Cash. Fuck you.
Alright, so, yeah, Gosha Burberry, we talked about that last week. Vetmon, we talked about it last week. Alright, so we have Gucci Spring Summer collab.
Alright.
Gucci Spring Summer collection. Yeah.
Let me speak on this, bro.
Go ahead.
Stop fucking buying this. You're ruining the brand.
Yeah, if you guys are just buying anything that Gucci puts out, this is all monogram pieces. They have this same monogram piece in just a different color. Rather than it being navy blue, they have it being orange and then blue side panelings on the track. When you put out one of those, two of those a year, it's hard. But if you're putting out everything that just has fucking monograms on it, it looks terrible, man.
It looks super tacky. They put fucking Bugs Bunny on a cardigan. You are Gucci. Act like it.
No lie though, that Snow White cashmere sweater is hard. I don't know why I like that, but it's hard. It's hard. It's just a. They went back to when remember motherfuckers used to wear lot 78, where it was this the thing, but it made it high end. Maybe that's why I like it a little bit. But the only piece that I see on here is a tracksuit that they have that's orange and blue, and it's very plain. It has no monogram on it, and I think that's what I like about it. That it's very plain. I feel like Gucci can do things without putting the monogram on it, but I feel like niggas only go to Gucci to be like, I have Gucci on.
Yeah. It's the red and green, and I need monograms on it. Also, they have the worker shirt, like you know what I'm talking about, like the mechanic shirt in this thing.
Where's that one at?
The very last one.
Oh yeah. These so this is a trend that's been going on. I think Prada started it with the short sleeve button ups for the summer.
But they're like the stiff ones.
Yeah, I like these though. I like a short sleeve button up. Like I've seen a few that I want to buy, but I feel like a lot of people have been wearing it lately, so I don't want to be just an add-on to the trend. But I don't feel like the trend has got here yet.
Because short sleeves button ups, let's not like act like it's something crazy. It's a staple. But this specific one where like the certain pockets and the name tag and shit, it's just
it looks like what your mechanic would wear, but like just
like
more
literally.
Yeah, but I think it's like a silk or something like that. Harold Preston did a NASA collection. I feel like Harold Preston, we don't really talk about it like that much.
I feel like this isn't that great though. It could have been done way better.
Yeah, I feel like his things are.
I just feel like if you're gonna collab with NASA, a space juggernaut or like a science juggernaut, you could probably find some better material than cotton to make your shit out of.
One funny thing, I don't think everything's cotton. One funny thing is, I think they sent one of his capsules to space and brought it back down.
Yeah, I'd buy that. That sounds cool. Space clothes.
Yeah, but I don't know. With Harry President's things, I really like the first thing that he did with the New York City. Like
I like that.
Yeah, having the collection was with the New York City. I think it was the Metropolitan or whatever, where it was the trash men's and like the Metro workers and stuff like that. He would copy their uniform and make it like into a high end view.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I like that because it was a different take on fashion, on like something that I haven't seen done before.
Yeah, this NASA shit is just basically like being allowed to put American flags and NASA on.
Yeah, another thing with Hair and Preston is it's streetwear, but it's pretty expensive. It's like $200-$300 a shirt. The coats be like $500-$600.
It's
like
kind of OD. You think about
yeah,
it.
like you might as well say you're high end if you're gonna do that. But he doesn't. I think he looks at things in a different way, which I like. But that NASA one, I don't think that's really for me.
It's a miss for me, boys.
All right, so we're gonna move along. We're gonna move to Gosha Fall 19 collab. Not collab, but why the fuck keep saying collab? But their collection. What's pretty funny is they got a fucking Nike blazer as like their actual collection, which I generally like Gosha shit. Gosha like actually puts a lot of good work in, and we've talked about the Burberry thing. That this is gonna be in the collection too with
it's included
with the Thanos coats that Andrew really likes. I like as well.
They also have some more like some more tonal shit where it's the split with the half and half.
Yeah.
I don't like the black and navy one. I don't think those colors go together.
I don't like that. I
like the olive and the gray one.
I don't like the olive and the gray one either. Basically, these are like shirts that people were wearing around, I'll say, like the 2007 year when it was like Roberto Cavalli was heavy out here and stuff like that. For the most part, I like the hoodies. The hoodies are pretty basic, and then they basically emulated Champion. And then instead of the Champion logo being on the wrist, it's their logo.
So I gotta say this now. I don't like clothes where like there's a big print of another language and I don't know what it says.
I don't and I do because I like how it looks because it's not a language that I'm familiar with.
How it looks, but I
gotta know what about
it
if it says something that I don't want it to say?
Like what if it says communism will rise again? I'm not writing that shit.
But I don't know. Did we talk about it last week of the side split flannel, the Burberry flannel?
We saw they actually did it correctly.
they did a great job with that. For the most part, it's just Gosha having their like I don't know if that's their logo or like a Russian saying or whatever as their main piece, and like they put that they slapped that on everything.
I didn't look into it. I'm not smart enough to Google it.
I don't.
But
damn, this nigga says he's not smart enough to Google it.
Drum roll, please. We have our comment of the week.
All right, what's your comment of the week?
Gosha. From 1980, The Ghost, he says, let's take an ordinary garment, but make it unreasonably wide. Crop it, and then extend the sleeves so it covers the wearer's hands like a little girl wearing her father's sweatshirt. Then let's charge $700 for it. Gosha.
That's not only Gosha.
That's not only Gosha.
He has a point, but it's not only Gosha. Me and Andrew have been talking about this. I don't know why these brands are doing that. Like, who buys this stuff? This oversized in an awkward way.
Yeah,
like,
where the sleeves are OD long.
Yeah, like
fucking Vetements. Gosha's done this.
Gosha's done it sometimes. There's a lot of brands that do it. Balenciaga has done it multiple times. Some Louis Vuitton pieces have it. Some Gucci pieces have it. Like,
and if you're gonna wear this,
Prada's done it.
Don't fucking wear like super short shorts, my nigga, because your proportions are off.
It looks like you're wearing your father. It looks like it looks like you're a little kid wearing your father's sweater. It could be pulled off with girls wearing oversized things, But I don't think with guys it looks right. Like you're wearing an oversized shirt, which I already say if you're already 6 foot. To be oversized, it has to be like something that would fit a 6'5" guy.
That's a lot of fabric, man.
And then you wear skinny jeans with it, or like slim jeans with it. It looks like you're wearing a fucking dress with leggings.
Facts. Plus, if it's like a stiff shirt, you look possessed, my nigga. Like,
if it's stiff pants, if it's anything that is not a trouser or like a tailored down wear that you would wear with a blazer, or like one of these like sweats, these new like high end sweats.
That's why these niggas don't look at themselves in the mirror before they step out the crib.
Because people do look at themselves in the mirrors, and they I think a lot of people are getting their stuff from online and stuff like that, and they see like things that people wear online and everybody likes. Right. But when you go out into the real world, that's not. I don't think you should personally dress for what everybody likes. Just to what you like.
You know how when you go on Instagram and like you follow somebody and it says people you might like.
Yeah.
I feel like these niggas follow Jerry Lorenzo for the first time and just follow everybody that's recommended and be like, yo, this shit's hard.
All right, so moving on, we're gonna talk about the LV men's shoe studio design, a sneaker.
This shit is trash.
Yeah. If this is Virgil's work, it's bad. This is really bad. It's a chunky metallic sneaker with an LV on the tongue, and it has mesh on the tongue as well. I don't like this at all. I don't think this is Virgil's things, but this is bad. Like 1 to 10, I'm rating this a 3. These are really bad.
These are actually super trash.
These look like Nike foam posits, Air Force Ones when they infuse those two. I don't like them at all. All right, so we're just gonna move on from that right away. So we're gonna go on to the Gucci Fall Winter collection. Why the fuck do I keep saying collab? But, alright, so this collection was...
Can we just talk about the hats?
Very royal to me.
Let's talk about the hats, bro. Fuck this.
The Gucci hats?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so Gucci and the Yankees, I guess, agreed on a collab. Finally, it's a fucking collab that I can say. I like the hats. I think there's 7 hats.
Yeah.
No, it's 10 hats.
10 hats?
Personally, the one that I like the most, it's a pastel pink with a navy blue Yankees logo, and on the side it has Gucci in the Sega print.
Yeah, can I just say something on that? I don't like it because it's not the same amount of letters.
What do you mean?
Gucci has more letters than Sega, so I don't like the way it looks.
I just like the whole print. I like that print of it. They have a trucker one with where it has embroidered flowers on it. I like for this for the most part. I just think this is another way for Gucci to charge niggas for shit that I'm pretty sure New York is one of their biggest base.
It's like, nigga, you can just go to an embroidery shop and like get them to embroider the Gucci into your Yankee fitted all of the day.
Yeah, and they have a Yankee scarf too. I like it, but it's whatever to me. I see that they have a Yankees loafer too on the actual collection, the 2019 collection. They have a loafer. The collection for the fall winter looks like it was inspired by, I would say maybe like 70s, 80s. Like it looks like youth 70s, 80s things to me, like the way they're presenting it. They did a lot of collabs here with baseball brands. Like they have a Pittsburgh Pirate, they have the San Francisco Giants and stuff like that. I don't know what Gucci's really going for with that. I just think they're just like hot right now, so they're just doing whatever they can do.
Yeah, niggas in the off season, so they're getting anything they can. Wait, did baseball start again?
Yeah, baseball's been started. It's like mid season. Let's go Yankees. But all right, so moving on. Vince Staples has a Snapchat show.
Yeah,
which I found very interesting. Snapchat always seems to get back when everybody thinks like, oh, who the fuck else is gonna use Snapchat?
Nah, I'm still on who the fuck is gonna use Snapchat.
You use Snapchat all the time.
Yeah, to talk to you. That's it.
But Instagram, I feel like whenever Instagram steals something from Snapchat always comes back with something that Instagram's gonna steal.
Yeah, which is great. I love it. It's making Instagram great again.
IGTV is this Snapchat show.
They added video calling to DMs.
Yeah, don't video call us at all.
Yeah,
but follow us on Telatalk on Instagram and Telatalk on Twitter as well.
We on Twitter?
Yeah.
Hey, follow us.
So yeah, Vince Staples has a show. It's called Fuck That with Vince Staples. It's basically, to me, it's like a punk mixed with Jackass, where he just sends his friends to go do shit that he would say fuck that to. Yeah. The first episode to me is where They're doing the colon cleaning with oils.
Yeah, he got his boy Corey to fucking get a colonoscopy or some shit.
Yeah. The show. The only reason we speak about this because I fuck with Vince. Vince is fucking hilarious. Go watch that show.
I fuck with Vince.
All right, we're gonna end this off with Dom Kennedy's new tape. It's called "Addicted to the Underground." Shout out to Dom. OPM. We here. And for those who don't know, Dom Kennedy is a West Coast rapper from Leimert Park. His best tape was the Yellow Tape. It's a mixtape.
Sir?
What? Is it Yellow Tape?
Wait.
The mixtape.
That's his best tape.
Yeah.
The Yellow album.
The Yellow album, that's what it is, yeah. So his best album, his best mixtape is the Yellow album, which is because that's a little conundrum. It's an album. It's a Yellow album, but it's a mixtape.
Yeah, which is kind of
weird.
But it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It has features with Rick Ross and Kendrick.
And Freddie
Gibbs on as well. If you like lyrics, don't listen to Dom Kennedy. Dom Kennedy has...
Hold on, you can't say that.
Dom Kennedy has a lot of witty bars, but if you're looking for Pusha T bars, is what I'm saying. Don't go looking for that.
Nah, bro, niggas is calling this dude off the freshman list lyrical. Dom Kennedy's a fucking...
Oh, yeah. If you niggas think that mumble rappers are lyrical, Dom Kennedy is MF Doom.
Facts.
But, alright, so we're going to start off. Popularity is the first song coming off. The beat is super hard on this. His flow is really good. If you like Dom Kennedy, you're going to like this tape. Just saying that off rip. The next song is Traveling. The song is good, but I feel like his flow was kind of awkward here. He pauses and raps on...
I thought it was... He comes in and out.
Yeah, he comes in and out on weird... It's kind of like, if for anybody who listens to the RZA, it's kind of like what RZA says, but backwards.
Yeah.
Because the RZA says too much things in one line. Don Kennedy says a little bit of things.
And then he comes back. But it's always like out of the pocket.
Yeah, it's out of pocket. It's not like on beat for the most part, but Dom has always been like that to me. First time...
He do just kind of like...
Yeah, he does. He talks. It's 444, but West Coast. Like, because they both just talk over the... Like, it's like the beats are layered under their voice where they talk. First time... That's an alright record. That's probably the only record that I personally didn't like. The next song is the
Resurrection.
The Resurrection.
Yeah, I like the Resurrection.
The Resurrection is a good song. He has a funny line on there that says, "Tell her don't suck me off. We gotta chill first." Dom always got classic lines about females or clothes and stuff like that. It's fucking hilarious.
The next song is my favorite, Free Breakfast.
Free Breakfast is a hard track. That track is really good. And he has a line on there, a standout line on there, where he said, dunking on niggas and getting the M1. Real men water their plants, bruh.
Bro, like, what the fuck?
Dom Kennedy just says whatever the fuck he wants. He's kind of like Lil B to me, bass guy. But he just picks better beats.
Chill.
So the next song is The Movies. It's a good record. I like that record. All these have really good beats on them. The next song is Oasis. It's a good record as well. I don't think any of these records were super hard except for Popularity and The Resurrection.
Yeah, Free Breakfast, I put it up there.
Oh, Free Breakfast was really good too. So 3 records were really good. It's a 9-song mixtape. And 3 records were really good, and the rest of the records were 3 records were great. The rest of the records were good. And then First Time was okay. Yeah. But this is all coming from us. This is our opinion.
After you listen to us on SoundCloud, listen to this.
Liberation was a good record as well. Duplex was a really good record to me. If you want to hear some bar smoke, this has a verse on there that's really good too. But like me and Andrew said, the record was kind of like... It sounds like he was punching in and on weird parts of the track, but I can't say... Like, if you like Dom, you're going to like this record.
Like, imagine your uncle who balled, like, in college and some shit, and you're at the family barbecue dinner, and he's got a plate in one hand and a basketball in the other, and he tells you, hold on, youngin', watch this. And then he fucking breaks it, and then, like, at 3 a.m., you see him shooting, and he's making all of them. It's kind of like that. So if it's 3 a.m., Dom Kennedy...
Another weird analogy from Andrew, but yeah, whatever the fuck he said. All right, so... Alright, this has been Telatalk episode 6.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for having me. Hope your mom's not mad at me.
Thank you for all the listens.
You wifey.
Continue to listen. We're up on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play. It's all Telatalk. And if it doesn't pop up as Telatalk, it's Telatalk with a point at the end, with a period at the end.
Like, honestly, if you're not listening to us, you're trying hard to not listen to us.
Yeah, thank you for everybody who's been reposting, tweeting, retweeting, sharing the podcast. Thank you everybody listening. Telatalk episode 6. We out.
Ciao.